Hello Aries, welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Today's reading is about a relationship, a connection which has got a lot of karma attached to it. It's very challenging for you, it's a little difficult for you to deal with this person or with these people, fulfilling what you're supposed to be doing, coming from past lives. We'll explore it in your reading today. So, let's get started. Let's get a reading for Aries. So I'll start the reading by taking a look at who you are in this relationship, your energy in this relationship. So I have the Devil card over here. You feel you're tied in this relationship, You feel restricted, Aries. You feel that this is a bond which is imposing, which holds you back, which holds you down, it pulls you down. This is how you look at it. This is what your energy is in this relationship. You don't have that sense of freedom. There is no, there's no element of fun and happiness. It's all about being held in a place and not being able to move the way you would like to, because there is a certain fear, there's a certain insecurity, there is a certain heaviness in this relationship which is holding you back, which is holding you down. You might be aware of it, okay, even if you're not, but you do feel there's a sense of this is a heavy connection for you. Let's explore this. This is a relationship which goes back a long way. It could be within the family, it could be with your sibling, with cousins, with somebody you've been friends with for a long time. It could be somebody you met when you were very young, maybe in college, maybe when you were in early 20s. That's the kind of relationship this is. It's had a beautiful past, no doubt, but over a period of time, it's just been, it feels like a weight which just keeps pulling you down. But it definitely did have a very childlike innocence and happiness when it started. Okay, the childlike energy is there, of fun, happiness, love, innocence. You have the Prince of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups. Even back then, you could not express yourself in a very open manner. You were always guarded as far as your emotions went. You were never really open-hearted in this. You did not share a lot of your feelings, what you really feel, deep inside you, who you are, what you are, how you feel. You probably just gave a glimpse to the other person, just enough for the person to gauge you. But what you are, what you were, how you felt, you never really expressed it in a free flowing manner. Always a little restrained as far as expressing your emotions and emotional vulnerability. Not much. You have the Princess of Wands. This is a Page of Wands. This relationship, this connection was something, like I said, when you were a child, maybe for those of you where it is a family thing, it's again going back to your childhood days. And for some of you where it is not a family connection, it was something, it was a relationship you would really drawn to. You were like, just let me talk to this person, just let me see how things are going to take off. There was a lot of you were really quite taken up by this person. You wanted to talk to them, you wanted to have a connection with them, you wanted to be, you wanted to start out as friends with them. You wanted to explore this connection, and you wanted to see how it's going to be with this person. There was that very strong drive in you, even way back, that this person is someone I must talk to, I must connect with. Here you have the King of Pentacles. Now I will get one card about the past life connection. See, way back, as you go back in the past, things were um, see, for all of you, though I did say that it was a relationship which, for some of you could go back to a past childhood, okay, teenage years, maybe early 20s. For some of you, it could have been very recent also, where, you are drawn to this person because, you've reached some kind of a plateau in your life. You are feeling a little, you feel that you are craving for a little bit of, somebody you could, really connect with. You probably got very attracted to somebody, very drawn to somebody. You wanted to explore that relationship, that connection, getting to know the other person. But over a period of time, you realize that this has become a burden for you. What started out as very light, you know, casual, innocent, very easygoing, but over a period of time, it's changed a lot, and this connection seems like a burden to you now. Let's see. Okay. Let me continue. Nine of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. Let me see. It's little. Got the regret, balance, and health. See, in the, what I can get a little bit from the past life connect is that, you know, see, I told with the King of Pentacles, there's a certain plateau you have reached or you were experiencing way back in the past, and you just felt, you need to connect with somebody just to. Give me a minute. So, Aries, this is what I get for you, that in the past also, you probably connected with this person out of a sense of Ten of Pentacles, a little like everything is fine, but I'm not really very happy. Just let me see, what a friendship would be. Let me connect with somebody because I find them very interesting and alluring. But, it has not panned out very well. And the same thing you are experiencing now, you're at that plateau and you want a little change in your life. Something like I said, just getting attracted to somebody. But here again, that attraction, that maybe infatuation has gone down the wrong road. It's happened in the past also. You had to put an end to this entire thing because it did not work out. But again, that lesson learning has not been there. You've not probably figured out what happened, why it happened. Here you are understanding that, just because, you want, you get drawn to somebody, you get attracted to somebody, it does play, it could play havoc in life. It might play havoc with your emotions and your sense of well-being. What you started out, probably you feel that, I don't want to continue, but the relationship is such that we cannot have it our way. When there are two people connected, it's about you, us and the other person. And I think that is what you're feeling now, that what you started off, you don't want it, but how can you just disconnect at disconnect when you would want to disconnect and get connected when you would want to connect. You're having a lot of regret over your decision, and that's been coming from the past life because you just wanted a wish, a desire to be fulfilled. Based on that, you had this connection that time also, and you had to end a lot of things to pursue this relationship, which did not, of course, work out very well. Okay, that regret is there, see here, and you're experiencing the same thing this time around also. It's damaging your health, your well-being. The balance has been damaged. the health has been damaged, and there is a lot of regret in you, which how you have experienced in the past also, when you have gone in for a relationship just because you felt just drawn to somebody, or you felt that life was at plateau, you wanted to connect with somebody, right? So, and now that this whole thing feels like a stone around your neck, you feel bound, you can't find a way out of this relationship, and probably you're regretting the choices you made. This is the pattern which you have been following, maybe you're aware of it, right? Let's see, what's your obstacle? You got the Three of Pentacles. See, you're tied to this now. That's what you feel. That this is something you need to work at now. What once was
light, happy, joyous, now it feels like work. This connection feels like work. The relationship feels like work. You're a partner to something, and you can't just move out because you can't leave things in between. You can't leave things which have not ended. Work in progress. That's what the stage is. You can't leave it when things need to be built. You can't leave when you've committed to being a part of a group or a family or whatever this setup is. So you feel that you need to still work with them. You still, some of you could be connected with through work. Some of you could be in a business alliance. For some of you it could be something else, where there is a commitment towards working and developing something. So that work, that development, that project, all of that is there. That community is there. You cannot move away from that because you don't want to connect with this person. Because of that work thing, you are tied to this person, whether you like it or not. You can't leave it because there are other commitments attached. And all of that, I primarily feel it's about money, it's about work, because of which you cannot leave this association. I mean, it's like you would want to move away from them, but your work suffers. You need to leave the company, you need to leave the business, you need to leave the group, which is the obstacle for you. What's your guidance? Got the Moon card. See, you need to face your fears with this Aries. Think clearly, think honestly, be fair, unbiased, Queen of Wands. Be assertive. What is it that you want? What is the give and take you will need to do? You need to work out your pros and cons, and be confident about the steps you want to take. Don't give in to fear, don't give in to illusions, don't give in to brushing things under the carpet. Face facts, be unbiased, be clear, be logical. You need to be you need to be assertive as far as what is working for you, what is not working for you. Being honest with yourself as well as with the other person to reach somewhere as far as this issue is concerned. You got the Ten of Wands. It's definitely, you need to deal with this burden which you're carrying, Aries. Don't just let it be. It's just going to feel heavier as days go by. What's going to be your outcome? Got the Princess of Swords. This is the Page of Swords. You need to have a clear conversation. Okay, a clear conversation is going to bring about a breakthrough for you after you have sorted it out for yourself. Once you have cleared up things for yourself, right? Being honest with yourself, being unbiased, and clearing it up for yourself, then sharing this with another person will not be a problem. Putting it across, wanting to talk to somebody will not be a problem. Let me see what the guidance is for you. In the near future, see, there is a problem, a very good chance of things clearing up in the near future, provided you be very clear with your stand as far as this is concerned. Forgiveness, forgive yourself as well as the other person. It's very, very important to face what one has done. Acknowledge all of that, and you can only acknowledge all of that when you're being honest with yourself about what you have done and not done. Forgiveness is going to be there within the next few months. So in the near future, within the next few months, this entire thing will get the resolution within it. It's not necessary at the end of it. So let's say I'm getting a time span of about 2 to 3 months. This entire thing will be resolved very nicely, beautifully, but you need to start clearing it up for yourself first. Okay, think through everything, accept what has happened,
how things have panned out. Once you get the clarity, then you've already begun the journey of clearing it up and wrapping it up for yourself as well as for the other person. Forgiveness is important, and learning your lessons about being careful about connecting with people, and all of that will come to you when you spend time dwelling on this. Okay, so Aries, with that I wrap it up. Thanks for watching.